Brewster Caramel wouldn't be on the board for the Lions in the second round. He was able to drink beer out of a shoe coming up at 148. You can stream it live on Twitch. This guy, in his opinion on Goff, has me puzzled as well. Why have we thrown Goff away already? Well, I don't think anybody... I think people really want to see the Lions draft a quarterback. I think that's something they want. I think the Lions are willing to kick the tires on Jared Goff and try and build a team that is Super Bowl caliber, which they did in Los Angeles, with a great offensive line, running game, and defense. And Goff is the quarterback. The great thing about it is, let's say you build a great offensive line, running game, and defense, and you give Goff 2 years, and you have excess first-round capital, then you draft a quarterback. And look, if they're at the top of the draft next year, if they're picking number 1 overall, they will have a highly coveted pick. As recent trends are, teams want quarterbacks. You can either trade out of it or take the quarterback. And are they picking number 1? No, not yet. I bet they're picking better at 7. It's going to be a rough year.
Probably will. It's interesting that the Rams ended up drafting 3 wide receivers.
Huh.
They took 3 wide receivers. You talk about Devontae Smith being small. Tutu Atwell at 5'9" and 155. That's small, but like fast,
At the
obviously.
next line, take a slight right
They're
turn.
tied to the Rams for a number of reasons, but it's one because of the big trade we're looking at to see where they're at. This is I don't even know if it's audition time for Jared Goff. I think that Brad Holmes feels pretty comfortable and confident in what he has with Jared Goff.
At the
Just
line,
fan base
use the
does.
right lane to take a
And I
slight
feel like
right
it's
turn
more
onto
shaped
Pontiac
by
Trail.
the fact that Sean McVay moved on from Jared Goff than anything else. And I think there's a lot of pressure on Sean McVay to make sure that his offense is still going. I think Stafford's better than Goff, and it should be better, but no guarantees, man. When you lose your big players and you try to keep going with that offense, and you lose key players to that offense, it's not an easy thing to do. And I think that's what happened with the Rams.
In 4.9
more than anything
miles,
else. I
at the
don't think Goff
roundabout,
is a
take the second exit onto North Pontiac Trail.
He's kind of that middle of the pack guy. Is that going to be enough for the Lions to go to the next level? It was good enough for the Rams.
Larry at Work says, bold-ass prediction, undrafted free agent wide receiver Sage Surratt will make the roster and contribute more than the wide receiver they drafted in the 4th round. Wow.
I don't buy that.
I don't know if I buy that either, but Champ Brad Holmes, Chump Michigan State football, historic draft streak ended. That's from Eric in Northern Virginia. 248-539-9797. I'll get to your phone calls and feedback coming up. It's Carson Anderson, 97.1.
We talk about it every day, and whether it is basketball, baseball, football, look, same-game parlays are fun. Be careful with them. Don't be a numbnuts. But for instance, you can go money line, point spreads, first basket score, player points, player rebounds, assists. You roll them all up, do what you got to do. Yeah, sure, I'm sure you can do something with Sadiq Bey, but then you know he just let you down once you put your money on him. Then in the game you don't have your money on him, he'll go crazy and put 25 on the board and flip you off in the process.
Bey.
FanDuel Sportsbook promo code TICKET. That's FanDuel Sportsbook promo code TICKET. Best ease of use, great fast withdrawals, odds boosts all over the place, and plenty of opportunities for Sadiq Bey to reach in your pocket and steal your money. FanDuel Sportsbook promo code TICKET. You gotta be 21 and up, present in Michigan. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credits. Max refunds on these parlay insurance deals, $25. You want terms, sportsbook.fanduel.com. And if you have a gambling problem, call the number 1-800-270-7117.
Klipsch Premium Audio combines thoughtful design, visionary innovation, and premium materials to create the ultimate listening experience. For more than 75 years, these iconic designs have produced the power, performance, and passion synonymous with the Klipsch name. Discerning audiophiles entrust their music to Klipsch for extraordinary clarity and vivid sound. Superior audio comes from Klipsch, keepers of the sound.
Growing up, symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the symptom checker at identifyepi.com and schedule a visit or call with your doctor to ask, "Can I have EPI?"
Sponsored by AbbVie.
I'm Jeff Lesson, and the Lesson on Golf is back. Just accept it. Our 25th year bringing you the best deals in golf right now at LessonOnGolf.com. Lesson on Golf, Sunday, 8 a.m. 97.1 The Ticket.
Protect yourself from misinformation about COVID-19 vaccines and more with HealthGuard, a free browser extension that tells you if a site is reliable as you browse online health information. Download HealthGuard on any browser in one click at newsguardtech.com/vaxfacts.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Capero of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
The Detroit Tigers play the Boston Red Sox. Pre-game tomorrow at 6:50 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Losing the way we're losing is bad anyway. It doesn't make it worse or better or easier or harder. Like, at the end of the day, you either won or you lost. And we've lost a lot. And so I think how we've gotten there is no better way than the other.
AJ Hinch, Carson Anderson, 97.1 The Ticket. Feedback coming in 248-539-9797. Comments on the Twitch stream and your tweets at DougGator971 have all gotten read on the air today. A lot of draft fallouts, Tiger talk mixed in as well. Back to your phone calls, Jason and Sterling Knights. Hi, Jason.
Hey, guys. Okay, I'm sure you agree. When you hear 500 home runs, 3,000 hits, there's only 6 players that have done this in history. You're talking Mays, Aaron, Bruce. I'm starting to get worried that Cabrera isn't going to achieve that, and he's so close. And this, when you hear 2,000, let's say hypothetically he finishes his career with 2,930 hits, 490 home runs. Am I wrong in saying this? It is a 10 times difference from hearing 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. Even though it's so close, it makes a world of a difference. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, it does make a world of difference, but I don't know that there's any consequence to it, right? He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So if he doesn't get the 3,000 hits and 500 home runs, I'm not sure that it does anything that sort of loses a degree of romance to his final career numbers. I don't want this to get wildly uncomfortable with Nicky, where this is all a plodding trudge towards milestones that's painful to watch. But they really, we're just sitting around waiting for 11 home runs and 130 hits. And it's taking a long, and then it gets to the point where it's just taking a long time to get there. It's almost like we're doing this dance and keeping this relationship
In 1
going
mile,
just
at the
to
roundabout,
get those,
take the
to those
second exit onto
milestones.
North Pontiac
I
Trail.
think they're still important to people. I mean,
They are important, but it's, first of all, Babe Ruth didn't do it. Babe Ruth hit the home runs, but he's actually one hit ahead of Nicky right now, so he's not part of that club. But it does mean something. And until Nicky is blocking the passage for somebody else to come up, it doesn't matter. So go ahead and keep playing him.
it doesn't.
And
But
he's under contract for the next couple of years, and it is what it is. It's a brutal contract to look at, but if he's not impeding anyone else's progress, then I don't care if he's out there. I want him to get better, and I think he can certainly play better. I mean, this drop in decline is staggering. Even by baseball standards of guys that they're in their career when it goes quickly, I mean, this drop is well below 200 at this point. Now, he missed a bunch of games with that injury he had, but I got to expect at some point there's going to be a correction. I don't think it's going to be he's at 350 for 10 weeks correction, but there's got to be a correction coming.
I think, Gator, that I tend to give up on Major League Baseball players when they're over 35 years old. And I've, like, Joe Nathan was one, and Justin Verlander was one, and you are more patient with this, just kind of our own scouting reports, because I'm not sure Miggy's going to correct at 38. And
guys hitting 300, and I don't think anybody does. But I don't think it's wrong to assume that he can at least hit better than 250 at this stage in his career. He's got
In
comps to
2.1
other
miles,
players
turn right onto West Maple Road.
that were good players. And Jim Tomei late in his career was still hitting. Obviously, David Ortiz was still hitting. Albert Pujols can still hit a little bit. You know, I expect Rivera to bounce back and hit a little bit. We saw a flash of it that home run that he hit. His last home run, good God, that he launched it. But since then, he struck out at a really ridiculous rate. It's like 10 out of his last 16 at-bats or something.
248-539-9797. Tony's in Detroit. What's up, Tony?
Hey, how y'all fellas doing?
Stay in the middle lane.
All right. Look, now I was just listening and I heard, I don't know which one of you said it, but y'all seem to think Stafford better than Goff. Okay. How many coaches been fired up under Stafford since he's been here? How many coaches
Well,
went down?
We don't revisit we got an embargo on Stafford talk. It takes us nowhere.
Okay, I understand that, but I just want to say this, and you can mark this down. McVay will be fired. He's going to get fired messing around with Stafford. He's gone, man. He's gone because they're not going to go nowhere. All he's going to throw is pick six and same thing that he did here.
We got an embargo on this. Honest to God, as soon as this starts up, it doesn't stop. We did it. I feel like we did it for the last 5 years of Stafford's career. He's gone. We're not revisiting what Stafford is or was. Yes, it's your fault. No, but I've treaded down and walked up to that line and maybe stepped over it a couple times. And when we do, scold us because it's an unproductive, tired discussion. Let's go to Jim on a cellular next. Hi, Jim.
Hey, good afternoon.
What's up?
So I just kind of want to. I think with this rebuild, 5-year, 7-year rebuild, whatever it is, we can't look at it that way. We're on a second rebuild here. The first one failed. The draft picks from 5 years ago clearly haven't worked out. We may have maybe.
Hold on. Which team are you talking about?
I'm sorry, the Tigers. That's an awful thing to have to say, but it's true. No, I think that Avila clearly has failed in this first rebuild. Now he's getting another shot at it, and I don't think he deserves it.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with you much on that. I think that the proof is in the prospects, and even though the Tigers are starting to rank highly on the prospect list of whether it's Baseball America or MLB.com or whatever. It's just prospects, and it's not guys that have made it to the major leagues yet. The guys that they drafted, like you said, 5 years ago, who's shown up?
It's the argument can be made that the trigger can be pulled already. Try and figure out when the pressure really might be building, and I think it's really building right now. I think now we're almost to the point of no return. If they're going to execute a draft, they need to do something right now, or it'll be done at the end of the season.
Turn right.
But we're talking about Torkelson and Green haven't taken a minor league swing yet, like this year. Well, Torkelson ever. And so they could save him. And Mize and Skubal could save him if the light goes on. But the way this is trending, I'm not sure how good will Torkelson and Green have to be to make people go, okay, he hit on those draft picks. Like, how quick will they have to be looking like they're trending towards Detroit? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you need a quick rise to the minors from Torkelson, because he's the guy that, top pick overall, and everybody thought that he was the quickest route to the majors, and he's going to start at high A ball. How quickly can he get from high A ball to double A?
In 3 miles, turn right onto North
But his
Wixom
spring
Road.
training doesn't give you any indication that that's going to happen. He had one hit in spring training. Riley Green, different story. He was off to a horrible start too in spring training, and then picked it up where he eventually, I think, hit 230 in the spring. But Riley Green gets a start in Double A. Let's go. Let's see what these guys can do. But it's more than that. It's it's seeing other pitchers or other players the Tigers decided to pass on to take somebody else, and those guys have matriculated to the major leagues and done a great job. Like Brady Singer is what comes to mind, and that's frustrating. It's getting nothing out of trading huge pieces from your organization, albeit kind of against the wall to do it when guys were at the last year of their contract, but you traded away guys like Justin Verlander and Upton and JD Martinez, and what did you get for him? Nick Castellanos. They haven't gotten a whole lot, at least yet, that we've seen. I don't even know, I'm hopeful anymore that any of these guys are going to pan out. It's like the last vestige is, Joey Wentz, Paredes, maybe. I don't know.
All right, Gator, coming up today at 12:50, Levi and Ruzarike Uncensored. And at 1:02, hear what a insider has to say about the Lions draft. Hey, since you spend more time at home, doesn't it make sense to have cleaner, healthier, and purified water in your home? Start with a Connecticut system, proudly made in America and installed by CGC Water. If you're not sure your water's good or bad, call CGC and they'll analyze your water for free. You'll feel better enjoying the benefits of Connecticut system installed by CGC. We've had a Connecticut system in our home for years now. Actually, 4 years, actually. And we're not worrying about the water in our house that we're consuming because we know it removes up to 99% of contaminants. And remember this, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Call CGC Water and ask them how you can save up to $500 on an install this month. At 855-339-4242. Financing available with approved credit. Call CGC Water at 855-339-4242. Connecticut makes the world's most efficient softeners, non-electric twin tanks that use less salt and water during regeneration. Tell them Doug Karsh sent you and ask them how you could save $500. Call 855-339-4242 or visit them at cgcwater.com, your local independent Connecticut dealer.
Hello, Detroit. Get WOW Superfast Internet for less than Comcast, starting at just $29.99 per month. WOW has the speed. Go online to learn how to get $150 on us. Offer details at wowway.com. Wow.
This is Damon Amendolara with an Odyssey Sports Minute. Hey, American sports owners, take note of what happened yesterday in Manchester, England. I know every other owner in the Premier League did because the fans are flexing their anger. Man U fans had already hated the Glazer family, the same group that owns the Buccaneers. And now they really hate the Glazers after the attempted Super League breakaway. So fans took to the streets outside the stadium, blocked the road for the team buses, broke into the stadium, paraded through the tunnels and onto the field, causing the match against Liverpool to be postponed. There's been multiple shows of fan hostility in the aftermath of the doomed Super League, and owners everywhere should take note. You can't push on us forever, manipulate us forever. You can't take us for granted that we'll just accept price hikes and losing, and then just sit there and smile. This is Damon Amendolara.
Today's pros need today's tools, and nobody understands that better than the Home Depot. Our app makes it simpler to get supplies ordered and delivered. Our online project calculators cut guesswork and last-second supply runs. Job site delivery puts what you need where and when you need it. And rental puts the right equipment in your hands, but not your overhead. That's how today's pros get more done. New tech, new tools, old-fashioned hard work. Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Do you hear My Computer Career ads and think, I don't know anything about computers? Well, you don't have to. Before starting, many graduates could turn a computer on and off. And that's it. Now they're IT pros. You can do it too. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new life in as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's My Computer Career.
Did you know you can take advantage of historically
At the next
low mortgage
light,
interest
turn
rates
right.
today with All Financial? You could renovate your kitchen. You could even pay off some lingering debt, maybe lower your monthly payment. Experience more personal attention and 5-star service when you refinance with Hall Financial. In just 10 days, Hall Financial can get you in a better financial position. Get started on your refinance today. Go to DavidHallMortgage.com.
All Financial, NMLS ID 1467435, Equal Housing Lender.
Our energy grid. It powers the present and fuels the future. That's why DTE is working every day, planning and building the grid of tomorrow. Investing in infrastructure that's stronger and more resilient, using advanced technologies to make it smarter and more responsive, so you can have reliable, affordable energy where you need it, when you need it. Learn more at DTEenergy.com. DTE. There is nothing more beautiful than a tree. Unless, of course, it's fallen on your power lines. Fallen trees are responsible for nearly 70% of the time DTE customers are without power. So DTE is stepping up efforts to trim overgrown trees to keep you safe and the electric grid reliable. And it works. Where we've completed tree trimming, customers have had 60% fewer outages. Learn more at DTEenergy.com/tree care. DTE.
Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today.
I like what Fred Holmes did and the company getting on the right of that. And really just like the I thought he was the best player available there in number 7. That's the most important pick. I understand the mindset, I understand what they're trying to do. You know, he said he wants to create a monster, and certainly the Lions have the potential to have that up front.
So that is Dave Burkett. He was on this morning with Stoney and Jansen. Hear more of what he had to say today at 102-248-539-9797. Let's get back to your open line calls. We go to Dwayne on a cell. Hi, Dwayne.
Hey, how you guys doing this afternoon?
Doing okay.
All right, Dwayne.
Rain's starting to stop, which is a beautiful thing. We got a ball game at Lake Orion tonight with my team, so hopefully we can get 2 of them in. So
you think it's going to happen, Dwayne?
I'm an optimist, Doug. I mean, hey, this weather's been horrible for baseball. It's been too gosh darn cold, but anyways, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Hey, I might comment on Miggy. Someone, you're talking about seeing a guy and struggling, and the whole team's struggling, which is they're unwatchable, really, from an offensive perspective. It's difficult to sit through and see all those strikeouts, and nobody's putting the ball in play. And I think 2 things. One, I don't know who the hitting coach is, but I may want to take a flyer and say he might need a new job somewhere else, because you cannot go to the plate with zero ability to change your approach when you know what, and these guys we make everybody look like they're Cy Young. It's awful. Second thing
Scott
is, I think
Coolbaugh, and he's in his first year, and I struggle with this because I just feel like they don't have much to work with.
They don't, but they're better hitters than what they're showing. They hit better last year as a team with the same cast of characters. So I believe either A, they've made drastic changes to the way they approach launch angles, things like that, where they've tried to get guys to change more line drive hitting. I have no idea because I can't tell what they're doing because they don't put any balls in play.
Yeah.
They don't even put balls in play, which is no stress on a defense. I mean, it's awful.
Yep. No, you're right. And look, we've given credit to Chris Fetter, the pitching coach, but we can't do that and then say, well, it's early with Coolbaugh. I mean, Coolbaugh, it's not good.